In just 7 simple steps, you can turn your LinkedIn content into a client attracting funnel that generates revenue on autopilot. And I get it. Creating content that actually converts can feel extremely overwhelming. You post, you engage, but then you still get 0 new clients every single month. And that used to be me as well. But once I figured out how to strategically structure my LinkedIn content, everything changed. And now I consistently bring in $20,000 to even $30,000 every single month just by following this exact 7-step strategy. And I've helped hundreds of creators and entrepreneurs do the exact same thing. Now, most people are still guessing their way through LinkedIn, missing out on this simple client funnel system. If you're not using this strategy, you're wasting time while clients are slipping through your fingers. I'm going to show you exactly how to optimize your LinkedIn profile to act as a landing page, create content that always attracts attention, and set up a complete LinkedIn funnel that brings clients straight to your inbox. The very first step is making sure your LinkedIn profile is optimized as much as possible. And when I say optimize, I mean it's extremely clear to your prospects what you do, how you help, and who you help. There are 5 key parts of your profile that you'll want to optimize before you go through the rest of this video. First, your profile picture and your profile banner. These should both be on brand, and your banner should explain what you do and how you help your clients. Below your banner is your bio text. Now, this text should include, once again, who you help, how you help them, with social proof once you actually have that. Then going even further down your profile, you have your About Me section. This is a great spot to showcase a bit more about you, your background, and what it is exactly that you do. The more specific you are, the better. And then finally, your Featured section. If you're just starting out, you won't really have too much to put in this section, but once you actually do, you can add 1 to 2 free and paid products that you want your audience to check out. And before you move on to the next step, make sure you fix your profile. Now, the second step is figuring out what type of content you want to create and how often you're going to create it. There's a very simple formula that I use for this step to make it easier on you. The first thing you want to do is determine what kind of content you enjoy creating, as well as what your audience enjoys the most. The only way to do this is just simply by trial and error. Create a video, write a simple text post, and design a carousel. You can create each one of these talking about this exact same topic. And whatever you enjoy creating the most, that'll be your main content type. The other forms of content you can create once or twice every week to create some variety in your strategy. And to find out the number of times you post, that's completely up to you. Depending on how much time you actually have to write, to record, and to edit will determine how many times you post per week. I recommend posting around either 3, 5, or 7 times a week. The more high value content you can produce is going to be much better. If posting 7 times a week is lowering the quality of your content, drop it down to about 3 or 5 posts. If you're creating 3 super quality posts and have time for more, increase your weekly content load to 5 or 7 posts. Now that you've got that out of the way, let's figure out what you're actually going to post on LinkedIn. For most people, this is the step where they are going to fail. But for me, this is actually the most simple step. Let me show you. So essentially, you're going to go to LinkedIn and find 5 to 10 people who you want to be like in terms of the type of content that they actually create. You can go through their posts and make a list of around 25 to 50 post ideas. The important thing to remember here is that you want to become really good at one thing and then be known for that one thing. So you need to be talking about the same thing on LinkedIn every single day. Don't talk about ghostwriting today and then top 10 best cars tomorrow. You gotta stay on the same topic and post it over and over and over again. What works for me is finding the issues my audience has. For example, I offer a done for you and done with you ghostwriting service. I know that my clients don't have a lot of time and simply don't want to do the content themselves, so I mention these pain points in my post almost every single day. Understand the problem, hint to those problems in your content, and that's where people will start to recognize you as a person who does XYZ. Never be afraid to get inspiration from other people, because not all ideas have to come from your own mind. And with these content ideas you have, you'll need to determine what the purpose of each post is. My content has 3 different purposes: gaining authority, obtaining emails, and of course, the favorite one is selling. And before you even write your next post, tell yourself what the purpose of the post is. If you're looking to obtain emails, write that post to obtain emails. If you know you wanted to create a post that gets you more sales on a recent course launch, let's say for example, write that post specifically for that one purpose. Clarity is going to be your #1 friend when creating content on LinkedIn, and without it, both you and your audience are going to be extremely confused. To actually obtain emails or get the sales you're looking for in your content, you'll need to perfect your post CTAs and hooks. Your post hook on LinkedIn are going to be the first 3 lines. Anything below those lines cannot be seen when people are scrolling the platform, hence why it's called the hook. And then your CTA is the last thing you mention in your post. That's where you add links and call out a very specific action you want your audience to take after reading that post. To write scroll stopping hooks, you'll need to understand your audience's problems. The goal of the hook is to make your reader stop, think for a second, and then go, oh wow, this is something interesting. And then to write your CTAs that actually convert, focus on adding these 3 things: urgency, value, and trust. No one will actually listen to your call to action if you have nothing worthwhile for them. People value their time, so make sure they know that you value their time as well. And at this point of the video, you've optimized your profile, you've figured out what type of content you want to create, and the purpose of each post. And now that you have what you need to start writing your hooks and CTAs, it's time to finally give away some free stuff to your audience. Inbound leads are my largest revenue source on LinkedIn. And this means my prospects reach out to me, and I don't need to spend 2 to 3 hours a day sending cold DMs or emails. The reason why I get so many inbound leads is because I give my audience a reason to reach out to me in the first place. If you don't give your audience a reason to message you, why should they? The best way to do this is by offering free stuff in your LinkedIn content. That could be in a form of an email course, a template, a video, you name it. A perfect example of this was in my recent post. I said, I recorded a 15-minute mini masterclass to help you obtain more clients on LinkedIn. Message me the word client and I'll send it to you for free. So I enjoy having thoughtful conversations with my audience in the DMs. So this is a great way to start a conversation organically without being salesy or super scummy. My final piece of advice in this video is a very simple one, but probably the most important one. Put yourself out there online a lot more. Post more content, film more videos, send more DMs, create more comments, get on more podcasts. The more that people see you, the better. And as you build your personal brand, both trust and authority are 100% necessary if you want to get more leads in the long term. People buy from people. Never forget that. LinkedIn is the top platform to be on in 2025 for a number of reasons. It's underrated by a long shot. The competition is far lower than any other platform, and it's never been easier to grow your personal brand online. And before you click away from this video, do this one thing for me. Go through each step I've shared and complete the task I've given you. And once you're done that, send me a DM on LinkedIn or send me an email, and I'll manually review what you've built so far. I'll send you my 100% honest feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thanks for tuning in. Happy New Year's, and I'll see you in the next awesome video.